Most people think affordable housing is complicated, and it is, but not in the way people think. It's complicated because it's confusing. It's complicated because it's structured. And once you understand the structure, you can actually follow the process. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the first phase of how affordable housing deals get started. Not theory, not textbook. This is how it actually works in the real world. Let's start with the first step, the vision. This sounds simple, but this is where most people mess up. They say, I want to build affordable housing. That's not a vision. That's a category. You need specifics. What type of project? How many units? What financing structure? What market? Who are you serving? Because if you're not clear, no one else will be clear. And this business requires alignment. Lenders, cities, investors, partners, they all need to understand exactly what you are doing. Right now, on one of my active deals, we're working on a multi-story apartment project. New construction, 4% tax credit structure, income restricted rents. That clarity drives every decision. If you don't have that, you will chase deals that don't fit. And that's a waste of time. Next step, your team. This is not a solo business. You're not flipping a house, you're building a system. You will need architects, engineers, attorneys, contractors, property managers, and capital partners. On a real deal, you can easily have 30 to 40 people involved, and that's normal. So if you're starting from zero, your job is not to know everything. Your job is to find the people who do. Start simple. Reach out to other developers in your market. Go to local meetings, talk to brokers, go to housing events. And most importantly, start telling people what you're working on, because opportunities don't just show up until people know you're in the game. If you don't know where to start, focus on 3 relationships first: city leaders, tax credit attorneys, and the most important one that I believe, an experienced development partner. City leaders control what gets built in the city. That's just the reality. If they don't support your project, it doesn't matter how good your numbers are. Your tax credit attorney keeps you compliant. This is not optional. There are rules layered on rules, and you need someone who lives in that world. And your development partner helps you bridge experience gaps, especially on your first deal. Because in affordable housing, there is a level of gatekeeping. If you don't have experience, it's harder to get deals done. Next step, market selection. You don't need 10 markets. You need 1, maybe 2. Pick a market and learn everything about it. What rents are, income levels, job growth, population trends, and most importantly, affordable housing demand. Then go deeper. What funding exists? Does the city support development? Do they offer tax abatements, soft funding, vouchers? Because affordable housing is not just real estate, it's policy-driven real estate. If your market doesn't support it, your deals become much harder. Now we get into one of the most important parts early on, the proforma. This is your financial model. This is where reality shows up. You're projecting total costs, total income, and whether the deal works. Here's the key difference with affordable housing. Your rents are capped, but your costs are not. So the entire goal is to close that gap. Your cost includes land, construction, soft costs, financing, contingencies. Your revenue is based on restricted rents tied to income limits. Then you layer in tax credit, debt, and sometimes city and state funding. If everything lines up, the deal works. If it doesn't, you have a gap, and gaps kill the deal. Here's where beginners get it wrong. They think the pro forma is just a spreadsheet. It's not. It's a decision tool. It tells you how much you can pay for the land, how many units you need, what type of deals work best. Before you even have a site, you should already know what a good deal looks like. Next step, site selection. Now you look for land that fits your model, not the other way around. You're not chasing deals here. You're looking at things like location, zoning, size, access, unit capacity, and HUD designated areas like qualified census tracts or difficult development areas, because those can increase your tax credits. That matters. Be specific. Don't chase everything. That slows you down. Now, let's talk about what most people underestimate. Pre-development. This is where real risk starts. Before you build anything, you will spend money. A lot of money. Large projects can require $2 to $3 million just to get to construction. Smaller deals can still cost $10,000 to $15,000 per unit in pre-development costs. And here's the risk. You're spending this money before anything is guaranteed. No approvals, no funding, no construction. Just risks. This is where deals die, because people run out of capital before they even get to the finish line. So where does that money come from? 3 options. Your own capital, investors, or a joint venture partner. Now let's say you find a site that fits your model and your numbers work. Next step, you get it under contract. This comes down to negotiation. And usually it's price or time. Most developers give on price to get time, because time is what you need to secure approvals and funding. You want long timelines, long inspection periods, flexibility, and use an attorney, always. A bad contract can cost you real money. Once you're under contract, you move into due diligence. This is where you verify everything. Environmental, title, survey, soils, zoning, flood zones, political support. Your job is simple. Find problems early, because late problems are expensive problems. At the same time, you update your numbers. Your pro forma evolves. Reality sets in. Then you build your concept narrative. This is your pitch to the city, to investors, to partners. This is how you sell the deal. You include things like your site, your vision, your unit mix, your market, your design, your impact, and it needs to look professional, because perception matters. Now let's talk about one of the biggest levers, rezoning. Rezoning can create value, but it comes with risks. Time, costs, uncertainty. You're asking the city to change what can be built. And this is not about your deal. It's about the community. It starts with the council member, not a pitch, a conversation. What do they want? What does the community need? Then align your project with that vision. If you have support, everything gets easier. If you don't, everything gets harder. From there, you go on to community meetings, planning commission, city council approvals, public hearings. This takes time, months, sometimes even longer. But if done right, you can create real value. We've seen land values nearly double after rezoning. That creates equity, and that equity protects your deal. So let's zoom out. What did we cover? Vision, team, market, pro forma, site selection, pre-development, contracts, due diligence, concept narrative, rezoning. This is just phase 1, and most people never get through this part. Not because it's impossible, but because it requires discipline, clarity, and capital. Affordable housing is not about building fast. It's about building correctly. And if you understand this phase, you're already ahead of most people entering this space. In the next video, we'll go deeper into design, tax credits, and how the deal actually gets funded and built. If this helped you understand how this works, Subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and thanks for watching.